Valentine's Day is right around the corner. Who's been on your mind lately, huh? Welcome back to Thalias Cakes, and today we're making this super cute Naked Valentine's Day cake. If this is your first time here, welcome. Thank you so much for clicking on this video. If you enjoy cake decorating and baking, you might want to consider hitting that subscribe button. Alright, let's get started. To decorate this cake, you will need 2 piping bags, purple and pink food gel to dye your buttercream with. And for the piping tips, I used Wilton 8B and Wilton 1M. And just forget about these guys here because I didn't even bother using them. I'm starting out with my purple 6-inch cake that I already baked. And then I'm going to place on a 5-inch cake pan on top of this cake layer. So that way I can use it as a guide and cut off the caramelization perfectly. In case you're wondering what kind of knife this is, I'm using a serrated knife. And then I'm gonna go in with a small paring knife to smooth out any little bumps from when I was cutting it with the serrated. Now I can level out my cake using my serrated knife, and the same thing you do to the purple cake, you do to the pink cake. So in total, you should have 4 cake layers. Alright, let's get started with some buttercream. So what you gotta do is place down some plastic wrap, then place down some purple buttercream and white buttercream, and then the pink buttercream on top. If you want the colors not to mix in with each other and just pipe out straight through with solid colors all together, then I suggest you doing it side by side instead of stacking the buttercreams on top. Now I can roll this in tightly together and trim off one end of the saran wrap and place it into a piping bag with the Wilton tip 8B. Now I can start stacking and piping this cake together. So that my cake doesn't slip off, I place down some buttercream and then place down the cake layer. Using Wilton 8B, I'm going to pipe around the border of the cake layer. And to fill in the center, I use some white buttercream. Next, I'm placing my purple cake layer and doing the same exact thing with the buttercream. Now for the top center of the cake, I'm going to use Wilton's 1M piping tip. At this point, I was just thinking about putting on some Vday sprinkles and calling it a cake. Then I was like, nah girl, come on, that's whack. Like a little bit of sprinkles. You gotta do better than that. You gotta add some love, you gotta add some hearts or something, you know? So your girl started making chocolate hearts with some almond bark chocolate that I melted in the microwave. But you can use whatever wafer chocolate you prefer. For this chocolate heart, I filled in the inside with some chocolate, and then I used this scribe tool to fill in any gaps. You could always just use a toothpick. I let this dry completely and then I drizzled on some chocolate. And while the chocolate was still wet, I added on some sprinkles. And in case you're wondering where I got these sprinkles from, I bought them from Walmart in this Wilton section where all the Valentine's Day stuff is at. And now finally, I can add on my chocolate heart decorations onto my cake. And that's it. There you go. You got yourself a Naked Valentine's Day cake. If you decide to make this cake or any other cake that you've made from my YouTube channel, please tag me on my Instagram or my Facebook so that way I can repost it and tag you on it and show the world how creative and talented you are. Okay? Okay. Wow, what a cheap slice. Question: when it comes to cake decorating, what do you prefer using the most? Buttercream to decorate your cakes or fondant to decorate your cakes? Let me know down in the comments. Obviously, you guys can pretty much tell I'm more of a fondant girl, you know what I mean? But I like buttercream. I'm getting there. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so that you're notified every time I upload a new video. And if you're new here, please don't forget to hit that circle button right over here to subscribe to my channel to continue to receive more awesome content like this. Thank you so much. God bless. See you next time.